wanna look weak in your image, it ain't worth losing. So you just act as if it's nothing happening. God sees you, and God hears you. Yes, God loves you. You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. Suicidal, depressed, but you won't say a thing. Too afraid of what the people may say or think. You feel alone even though the people surround you. Popping pills every night even though you know they can't solve it. The emotional pain, it just seems way too heavy. Your mind is racing, wanna scream, somebody help me. God sees you, and God hears you. Yes, God loves you.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Can you hear me? Mic check. Welcome to Living a Rich Life, a talk show for people who believe in change in all aspects of life so that they can live a better and complete life. Once again, I am your host, Rich James, and I believe living a rich life is made up of 6 elements: good health, strong relationships, financial freedom, goals and achievement, and extraordinary experiences, as well as philanthropy. Today's discussion is going to focus on the science of entrepreneurship. In addition, I'm going to have a good friend of mine, our featured guest, Mr. Dave Couser, Mr. Sensational himself, is going to tell us what it takes to be a successful entrepreneur, and we're going to learn a couple of his trade secrets. But before we get into that, let's talk about a little sports. How about those Ravens? I don't know about y'all, but I was a little disappointed. They had a great season just the same. They had a great season. However, hats off to the Ravens. We didn't get there, but we're looking forward to next year. So I salute the Ravens. Good job. I believe they were 14-2. We had a good season, and we'll take it from there. So with that being said, let's move on to kind of what's living a rich life is moving forward towards for 2020. So we kicked off last week with Dawi Sewell and his Grow program. Excellent kickoff. Now we have a couple of other high-profile guests coming in. Like again, we have public figure Dave Couser coming in today. Other folks on the docket, as I like to say, docket like I'm legal. We have a musical sensation, Gurl, who's also going to be here tonight. And then we have a couple of other individuals, local DMV, a couple of high profile, but we'll share those for later at another time, okay? Some of the things we're going to talk about today is, again, the topic discussion will be the science of entrepreneurship, in which we'll go through the fundamentals. Some of those things, as we talk about fundamentals, are testing your ideas. You want to make sure that you get an idea. It's okay to test it. Try. Failure is nothing wrong with a little failure because it drives success. You got to develop your plans, right? So I have a background of project management. So developing those plans along the way is going to be key. But again, we'll hear from Mr. Couser and get his thoughts on that as well. More importantly, you got to assemble a good team. You got to have a great team. So with that being said, I have a great team here at BeExposedRadio.com. Shouts out to my engineer, my producers who always give me feedback on my show. So shouts out to just having a great team. In addition, got to have the right resources. I think that's very important, having the right resources. We have one of the best streaming radio stations out there. Again, beexposedradio.com. So reach out to me if you want to be a sponsor, do some advertising. Hey, this is what we do. This is what we do. In addition, just managing the different operations, right? So there's a lot of different facets when it comes to living a rich life talk show. There's the video, there's the audio, there's getting the guest list, there's preparing the show script. So many different things that we do that the viewers, you don't see that right away coming out. But again, just kind of giving you a level set of that science of entrepreneurship and the things that happen in the back end. The other item we have, so a growing strategy. Again, working with the producers, they give me feedback, as well as, guests, and we have wonderful offline discussion on just how we can grow and continually plan things out when it comes to the show. So stay tuned. You'll probably see that I have a new background. So, again, just working on continually growing from a strategic standpoint. And I think one of the most important things is learning from other leaders in the podcast, the streaming video arena. There's a couple of other stations out there. However, when it comes to Be Exposed Radio, we kind of have that good foundation in terms of what to expect. So I take that advice from those that have done this before, as well as those that are doing it now. So I watch other podcasts, I watch other shows that are on Be Exposed Radio, and it's always exciting, always exciting. So again, as we talk about the fundamentals of entrepreneurship, some of the other things, again, just as we highlight what's coming in 2020, we're looking to do some events, right? So there'll be some Living a Rich Life network events in which I plan to invite all of my guests from the very first episode with Jason Bass, right up into some future guests, as well as the ones that's coming. So stay tuned and look for that to come. Living a Rich Life Network. Again, all of my guests will be invited. There'll be some special attendance, and it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. So a couple of questions that I've gotten in terms of how I got started. Let me share this. So the thought originally came because I got sick. And I got sick, and it was just a long drawn. I was sick for about 47 days. And during that time, I started thinking about how I was living my life, the things I needed to change, a lot of feedback from friends, family, and how they actually saw me. So this is an upgoing thing. So then I said to myself, well, what does living a rich life look like moving forward? So as I'm sitting there, and I had some conversations with some friends. Shout out to D Chase, who really was the driving factor that, hey, you should be out there sharing your message, sharing your story. And again, you're good at gathering people. I'm good at connecting people. So that's the strength of mine. So I said, you know what? I need to find a platform where I can do that, connect people. Hence, I landed this position here at Living a Rich Life Talk Show. Here at beexposedradio.com. So that was like my eye-opening experience where, and then that came the 6 elements. So the good health, strong relationships, which again, I'm working on rebuilding some relationships. I am. No one's perfect. I'm not perfect. And then there's the financial freedom piece, right? So be able to do what I want to do, when I want to do. And there's a lot of different caveats when it comes to financial freedom, but ultimately I'm working on that area as well. So it's about the change. It's about the change in your life. Goals and achievement. I think we all set goals. I know I set goals, whether it was to go to college, get my degree, my second degree, and started working on a PhD in health psychology. I haven't finished it yet, but that's the goal, to actually finish that. Some folks I talk to, hey, you must love school. Well, I wouldn't say I love school, but health psychology, a lot of my clients, contracts are in the health field. So I think that's a good fit. Besides, I'm amazed by what people do. I'm amazed by what I do sometimes. So, and then we also have extraordinary experiences. So to me, that's one of the greatest things. I've had some extraordinary experiences in my life. Personally, professionally, I think it's just a matter of living outside the box. I am a risk taker. Therefore, I take risk. And again, some of those risks actually were bad behaviors that wind up damaging my relationships. And that's where that strong relationship comes in, right? So ultimately, all these things are about change. Again, good health, you want to change your eating habits, what you're eating. I don't eat as much pork, but I wake up to a pork chop sandwich every now and then. I love me some bacon, just to be clear. And then again, we mentioned the strong relationships, and you'll hear me mention that because again, I am really working on improving and bettering some of my own relationships. Financial freedom, there's nothing wrong with having a couple of dollars in the bank and being able to do what you want to do when you want to do it. Again, I set my goals, achieve them, and then I set more goals. And then again, the extraordinary experiences just from whether it's, just trying to surf, I've been scuba diving, those things outside the norm, so we say. I love to travel, and I get that from my mother. She's a traveler. And then the last and final element, which is philanthropy, okay? So giving back. I think once you kind of get a sense of all those elements, you feel comfortable that you're able to give back. And again, giving back does not necessarily mean financially, but it's all about maybe your time. It could be your resources. And not, again, just not financially, but trying to make a difference for someone else. I think moving forward, we all have to look, hey, how can I help someone else? Because I think at the end of the day, we can all win. It's a win-win situation. That's how I look at it. So keep those things in mind as you stay tuned and stay involved with living a rich life. You'll see a few changes here and there. Again, I like to say living a rich life with Rich James, not Rick James, but Rich James. And yes, that is my actual name. So one of the things, you can follow me on Instagram, Living a Rich Life _. Be sure to tune in Living a Rich Life talk show on Facebook. Again, you can go to beexposedradio.com and you can actually make sure you're watching us live now. And then you just pick shows and you'll see Living a Rich Life at the bottom there. So that's kind of, again, just how you can stay connected with me. You can also go to the website, which is www.livingarichllife.net. Okay, there which is being updated. Just to be clear, it's being updated. We'll have some networking events. We will have the actual show schedule, so you can see who's going to be on the upcoming shows. And again, if you're interested in being a guest on the show, then by all means, reach out, communicate. You shoot us an email. We'll respond within 48 hours generally. And we are booked up until April, so I'm thankful for that opportunity. So again, be sure to check us out, www.livingarichllife.net. Okay. So I think my guest is very close. And again, our focus will be on the science of entrepreneurship. This gentleman is probably one of the DMV's heavy hitters when it comes to events. An excellent businessman as well, an investor. And he has a few things going on just from an overall perspective when it comes to enjoying and having those extraordinary experiences. So that's going to be a good discussion. All right. With that said, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Living a Rich Life with Rich James here on beexposedradio.com. We'll be right back. Oh, man, that looks good.
times when we cared for one another, we shared the same respect. What is happening? We're trading what's important for shiny things. I can't allow this blasphemy. It's blasphemy. Why would you treat yourself like that? We didn't come this far just to fall right back. Where I'm from, don't lose yourself, stay on track. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. Believe that. Full of the things that we've overcome. Full of unspoken battles we've won. You're so much better than that. Sometimes the truth ain't always catchy as rap. Stop chasing cheese or you get stuck in a trap. Go get your crown and never render it back. No, it's blasphemy. Why would you treat yourself like that? Stop all that blasphemy. We didn't come this far just to fall right back. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. You're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. Believe that. You're way too gifted to stop and listen. It's condescending, not to mention all of our ignorance. Is their permission to? I know you like to turn up like that. With a drink to pull up like that. Well, baby, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Just make sure the God in you stays where it's at. You're the rising sun of a new day begun. Grind on till victory's won. I pray you do your thing till earth and heaven ring. Just don't forget where you come from.
You know, let me talk to him. Oh, you ain't heard it before? That spirit you take for granted is the God of your soul. It's a price that you owe. It can never be owned. So for this valued dollar, it can never be sold. We were kings and queens in the motherland. Problem is we shouldn't have spared the rod or the father's hand. Yo, where the fathers at? Kids raising kids. So basically they never really raised but more assisted. Thrown to the system for criminal definition instead of dreaming for better and taking care of your business. I promise. We've been gods from the crib. Thing is, you can call a king a slave if he don't know who he is. Man, it's blasphemy.
Why would you treat yourself like that? Stop all that blasphemy. We didn't come this far just to fall right back. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. You're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. God, God, God. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. Believe that.
Exposed Radio.
Well, if you made them, take care of them.
Yeah, that's
Period.
the real.
You right.
That's the real deal.
It's period.
Right.
And all that old money shouldn't go toward this. Money should go to if the child is with one of the parents 24/7, 7 days a week. You don't even come get your child every day. You come get your child once a month maybe, or once every 3 months.
Right.
You cannot dictate where that money goes, especially if the child ain't calling you about nothing. Now, if the child calling you every week, then you can question about where the child support is going. But if every time you pick up the child, they look nice, they ain't complaining about nothing, why are you worrying about where the money go at?
It is what it is. Radio show.
Skirt, 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 skirt. Stop, skirt, 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 start, stop. I be up in the way. 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 Running on my face. Gucci guilty on my face. I be up in the way. 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 I be up in the way.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
All right, welcome back to Living a Rich Life with Rich James. As was mentioned earlier before the break, we were talking about the science of entrepreneurship. So again, we're going to go through the fundamentals of entrepreneurship. So again, an entrepreneur pretty much is someone that kind of moves and shakes, as I like to say. But at the end of the day, they focus on designing, running a business, pretty much working for themselves. And with that being said, it does require some skills when it comes to being an entrepreneur. I think you have to be a go-getter. You have to be self-driven, self-determined. I think having a good mentality, a hungry mentality when it comes to being an entrepreneur. Some of the skills that it comes really, again, is a good listener, being able to listen and take advice from others, as well as, focused on the fact that, hey, if you have an idea, you take that idea, be passionate about that idea, and then put it to fruition. I know quite a few entrepreneurs in various different industries, and they've done pretty well. I think when you're working for corporate America, you don't work as hard versus being an entrepreneur. And a lot of my guests that have been on the show, they have actually, they've went down that avenue. So they're entrepreneurs and they're doing some great things. Again, my featured guest, he is an entrepreneur by every sense of the name. In addition, my musical artist that will be here a little later, that will be performing, that's what she's passionate about, and she wants to do some singing. So we'll hear from her as well, and she's going to sing a little something. All of these artists, all of these individuals that are on my show, I connect them. Some of them meeting for the first time. Some of them actually see each other in passing, but they actually never exchanged information. So one of the things, Living a Rich Life Network, we connect people, as I mentioned earlier. So they've seen folks out and about. However, they never actually exchanged information and said, hey, how can I help? How can I be a part of what you're doing? Or, a quid pro quo. There's an opportunity there for each other to connect and do something, and everybody wins. It's, like I said, it's a win-win situation. I think at the end of the day, if we can kind of come together and really, I say, come together and support each other, then, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with that. I think sometimes folks don't want to support because they, I'm here and you're there. I'd rather you stay down there. But, I don't think that's the mindset. You win, I win, we all win. So that's kind of, again, what Living a Rich Life, the network is about. And again, Be Exposed Radio has given me that platform to share my thoughts, to share my vision, to bring like-minded folks that understand things change, people change, but you got to be willing to make those changes. It's not easy, but again, you got to make those changes in terms of what you're doing in your life. And that's a big reason why Living a Rich Life has been formed. I'm working with a very talented lawyer at this point in time that is helping me also with my other company that I'm launching, or actually is already in the process, but we're doing some upgrades and things of that nature, which is Ideas Unlimited. So a little self-promo for myself. So those two entities are my babies, because we got to have multiple streams of income. That's pretty much what we have to do. So let me pause for a few minutes to kind of give you a shout out. Let's make sure that I have Timeless Events Entertainment. Okay. Wedding planners, excellent wedding planners, Timeless Entertainment, Timeless Events Entertainment. Excuse me, Troy. Please check them out. Instagram tag. You'll see them on my post quite a few times. They are one of my sponsors. Bird of Paradise, Tiffany Event Planner, another one of my sponsors. DT Legal, Dawn Taylor, another one of my sponsors. And then there's a list. And what we're looking to do is we're going to do some advertising for them here on BeExposedRadio.com to make sure that you are aware of their services as well as many others. So stay tuned for that. Again, if you're looking to be a guest on the show, ultimately, we'll get you on here. We'll talk a little shop and see how we can help each other out. At the end of the day, hey, like I said, we can all win. We can all win. So, as we talk about entrepreneurship, I think, what does that look like? So what does success look for an entrepreneur? With each goal and achievement, again, element number 4, you have to have a set of goals, and you kind of have to measure that, right? So how do you measure that? I think for me, on the radio show here, on the talk show, I measure that by either the number of viewers or the number of or sponsors that I get. I have to say I've been blessed. The love and support, the actual true love and support I've received has been amazing. I'm also selling products of the show, so I sell mugs as well as some beach bags and T-shirts. I have to say I'm literally on back order, so that's kind of a challenge for me, really running things. And again, a small team, but they handle the more important stuff and kind of leave some of the marketing stuff to myself. So that's okay, because one of my background, I do have a strategic marketing, which Ideas Unlimited. I actually did my own website. So again, please check me out, www.livingarich.life.net. So, brother parched. The one thing about, you got to be prepared for anything. I'm gonna take a. So one of my guests that's coming up next week, which I think is going to be a good time, and if you haven't seen him, comedian Larry Lancaster, hilarious, funny brother. Be sure to check him out. He has a few things coming up, and he's going to be on my show next week. I had the opportunity of this past couple of days of I had an opportunity to meet Bruce and got invited to his show, and that was a pretty excellent show. So you'll see me posting on IG a couple of pictures with Bruce, and that's a funny brother. I got to tell you that. So that's coming up. So who else do I have coming up on the show? Let's mention that. So we're looking to have Raheem Devine, and we're looking to have a few other folks on here, some high profile. So I'm gonna take a quick break. When we come back, enough about me and what's happening here, but we're gonna bring in our featured guest, Dave Couser. So we'll be right back. Living a Rich Life talk show here on BeExposedRadio.com. Come back.
Very much.
Because they had nothing else to do.
So it was like, imagine that your late husband was actually your father. I can't imagine that, because that's disgusting.
Right, myself.
And then I would have to clean my basement, because that's where my actual father resides right now. So, okay. The 60-year-old woman learned the truth about her husband, Percy, 6 years after he passed away.
Not Percy, though. Percy doesn't sound like that name.
Percy just sounds like a feminine boy.
Really?
Yeah.
But nobody told you at no point.
Like Percy, look at Percy over there with his purse.
Oh, his name Percy.
Percy always switching.
And you just keep laughing at him.
That's a joke. What do you call it? What's the gay boy's name?
Percy.
Percy.
What are you doing, Percy? I don't even know what to say about this one, and I'm the one that said it. Oh my gosh, we're here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. The conversations can get deep, they can get out of this world, but we do them. BeExposedRadio.com. Talk lately, the radio show.
Long live Pop. Y'all can go ahead and cry now. I'm gonna show these niggas what to do with one of your beats, man. I am Gas, by the way. Strong woman story should have been on CNN. Nobody knows what it's like being Gwen. Windows closed in the house, it ain't no CNN. Can't gain weight for years, she been being thin. Single mother, no help from the system. When they was giving out food stamps, she missed them. Birth certificate, baby daddy, she couldn't list them. But her son was so beautiful when she kissed him. Blame it on love, but niggas she could've died with. Destroy the whole world, I found was a side chick. The nigga loved his wife, and it got hard to hide it. So when Gwen confronted him, he ain't even denied it. Her fault, depends on who you asking. She tried to be a stripper, but the tip out was taxing. Buying all the purses, trying to keep up with the fashion. And her mama hated babysitting with a passion. She deserved better circumstances. A black queen, she should have been blessed with certain chances. Look down upon, getting all the hurting glances, making men change up all the twerking stances. She never cried about the pain, only gritted her teeth. But most soldiers never get a flower or a wreath. She like G.I. Jane in the war with no relief. Don't recognize why killers was going through her beat. She said more prayers than the nun did. After seeing so much struggles with only one kid, the clinic said baby number 2 couldn't be undid. 9 months later, delivery and it's one big. But this time it was an older dude. But the shit happened so fast, she barely know the dude. Damn, but we all make mistakes though. And the older we get.
Listen to this flashback of Skyline Radio Show.
So where we at? Where we talk about the effects and what's going on in these schools.
Yeah.
And what people don't understand. Just real briefly, I just want to talk a little bit about what people say bullying is or is not. So bullying comes in many forms. It's a teasing, it's the cyberbullying, it's the texting, it's the phone calls, it's the posting of pictures and people's personal information to pretty much cause them harm, to have them feel insecure. It's the sex assaults that people actually put out there. There are physical assaults, and there are mental assaults and emotional assaults. And what I like to remind individuals that any aggressive behavior towards anyone that is unwanted and unwarranted, and an individual asks you to stop. Let's stop there. Stop.
And they should be respecting that.
Respecting that and respecting yourself, because when you're able to respect another person, you're able to respect yourself. And the way that you're able to show that respect is that you know that you have a gift and you know you're uniquely made and that you matter, and then you also acknowledge that the next person beside you matters as well.
Right.
You know? And we lose that sometimes. Bullying is a behavior that underestimates the lives and legacy of you. I'm sure that when they was bullying me, and I'm sure when they was bullying you, they didn't understand who you're going to become later on. I didn't know.
Right, because I'm popping. I can't pop. All right, let me tell you, all those people who felt like they wanted to say whatever to me.
Far into this unknown to find who we really are. Into something new, take a break from my broken heart. Talk with the hip, tell me you lie. I think we should go for another round. Baby, try not to say too much. Let your love come down. If you wanna rule, there's some rules you gotta live by. Stay true to your cool, make a move. Don't wait on nobody else. And if it feels like a melody, sing a song, be my radio. And if you follow me there, I'll follow you back. Let the night unfold. I can tell that she can't get enough. Show enough, she couldn't get the feels off from me. Oh no, she couldn't get the feels off from me. Touching hands till we dance in the dark. Show enough, she couldn't get the feels off from me. We do whatever you like. Get the feels off from me. Oh no, she couldn't get the feels off from me. So let's slide, you and me alone, to find who we really are. Crash into something new. I got ballet bringing up the car. Told me you kiss, told me you lie. I think we should go for another round. Baby, I wanna take you, but we gotta groove so we can lose the crowd. If you wanna rule, there's some rules you gotta live by. Stay true.
This is a Poverty ENT exclusive. Next stop, Texaco. Strapped up, you already know. Fuck niggas hate, that's how it goes. Bros with me, yeah, it's time to go. First they love you, then desert you. Leave with a plate full with no spoon. Ain't no space, I can't escape negativity. I got used to the taste. I've been bad, burned, then fucked over. But remain strong through the Passover. Kicking haters out of the way like Mastover. Roll up, sip something, let it pass over. Who would I be? It ain't the man to me that let the next man take advantage of me. When that storm come, no pan I see. Get with it, not without it, then you'll see. I peep the haters, they know I'm greater. That's why they buzzing for the elevator. But I can't save it, it'll be too loud on the pedal stool. Don't carry favors, always got your hand out demanding favors. When I just looked out, now you need more paper. I can't breathe, give me 3 feet. I never let y'all be the death of me. When my patience run thin, yeah, nigga OT. Cause they wanna see me down like I'm NCT. 6 words, get the fuck away from me. See, I help you out if you can help yourself. I keep it G till I DIE. Now excuse me while I get back to PC. HOP ain't losing sleep while your third eye always on me. I'm steady green just to feed the team. My boo, she know that I'm king when chasing my dream. These niggas it seems I rip them, trash them, then put on new jeans. Man, see the problem is, man, you know, I keep it 100, man. You know what I mean? Like, if I got it, then you got it. You know what I mean? But if I don't got it, then I'ma give it. You feel me? But I definitely got you through the ride, man. Let's get it, yo.
I'm really getting tired of ungrateful ass niggas. They really about to turn me to a hateful ass nigga. Like I was never there when you never had figures. Pull triggers for you niggas when you caught up in the trenches. Man, I really don't get it. I don't know what's going on, but I really don't feel it. Niggas really know that I've been there from the beginning, but the more I see niggas side switching, make me wanna.
Like the one thing you always gotta remember is people gonna try to project their insecurities onto you. But you can't listen to what them niggas saying. You gotta get out here and do your shit regardless. You gonna do what you love for the rest of your life anyway. So why not turn that shit into something? Be a man of everything you say. This shit bigger than me, man. Like yeah, I'm good and all that, but you know what I mean? I ain't shit without y'all. What you up to, go hard, don't matter. Can you imagine how I really having nothing is? Stomach growling, you ain't got no food in the fridge. Surviving on a jail diet of water and bread. No father figure, that's cause my father dead. Mom's bringing different niggas in and out the crib. No money, so you seen this less than all your friends.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Right, welcome back to Living a Rich Life talk show. So I have the pleasure of introducing my featured guest. So again, today's discussion is focusing on the science of entrepreneurship. And what better than have one of the most successful entrepreneurs. So I'm gonna introduce him pretty much and then we're gonna take it from there. So today our featured guest is one of the hottest event producers in the DMV and abroad, investor and businessman, creator of the Couser Consulting Group. Please welcome Mr. Sensational himself, Mr. Couser.
Hello, everybody. What's up?
All right.
Appreciate that, man.
No doubt. So
pretty good introduction.
Okay, a little something.
Yeah.
First,
cheers, brother.
Cheers. Okay.
To you.
Okay.
This is it's a pleasure for one coming. I don't want to take over the show, but I just want to say thank you for allowing me to come here. But I've been watching what you do. I see some of your guests you've had. You have some really good guests, people who I personally admire, friends of mine. And so, cheers to you, brother, for
I appreciate
with this lovely platform this brother got going on here and bringing me on the show. I appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate having you. I know we tried one time before in 2019. And you
I can't remember what was going on. What was that?
Well, you was doing what you do, and then you got sick. You sound all.
Oh yeah, I was under the weather, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
So we adjusted. That's what we do.
Which camera am I looking at?
So this was one right here.
Oh, there we go. Hey everybody, what's up?
So
many cameras, I don't know which one.
Nice. So question for you, right? Because I love this. I love the Mr. Sensational, still sensational. The hashtag. I mean that joint is hot. Where did that come from?
That's a good question. So I have some friends, right? My good friend Johnny and Teal. They actually own a mental health company, man. Shout out to those brothers doing really, really good work. And Teal is always he's really, really good brother, man. And every time I would see him, he would always say, I said, how you doing, man? He said, sensational. I'm like, damn, sensational? But he really was. That was really how he was feeling. I mean, he has really good energy. I mean, I begged this brother to run for mayor. I mean, that's how much of a wonderful brother he is.
Okay.
And so I said, man, the one time we was hanging out and he said it again. I said, you know what, man, I'm still on that. So I always, I would always tell people I was, sensational, because that's how I was feeling as well.
Right.
And then New Year's 2000 and maybe 17 it hit, and my sister was like, please, the end of sensational, don't ever say that shit no more. And I was like, she said, what are you going to say at 12 o'clock going into 2018? So it came up 2018, I put still sensational. That's how I was feeling.
Okay.
I was still sensational. So that's the new hashtag, STILL sensational. Like if you look at like my backdrop and the gobos and all that stuff, is like still sensational.
Okay.
Yeah. And actually, if you hashtag that and go to your Instagram, all these people's pictures come up, so people actually hashtagging it. So
okay, so that's what's up. So
it's dope.
Still sensational.
Still sensational.
Because I was doing sensational a couple times.
No. You behind.
I'm behind.
Still sensational.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. That's what's up. That's what's up. So let's really quick, for those that are not following you, how can they follow you?
Mr. Couser, MrCouser.
Okay.
915.
Okay, and that's Instagram. All right, that's it.
What is it? Is it? Yeah, Mr. Couser. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So some of the questions, again, from some of your supporters, because again, I put it out there, and I got to say, I got a lot of questions that they wanted to ask, and I had to filter some of them.
Oh, okay. Oh, really?
Yeah. But we'll maybe talk about that off the air.
Ooh,
so question,
Mr.
question
Couser,
for you. So, so how long have you been in this game of entrepreneurship?
Oh, well, to be honest with you, man, I've been an entrepreneur since I was about maybe, I'd say 12. I mean, I used to sell beepers. I sold cell phones. I've always I'm a hustler. I love to sell shit.
Right.
I love to buy and selling. I love it. I love it. Like, if I could box up air and sell it, I'd do that too. Might start selling oxygen tanks to the elderly.
I love it.
Yeah, no, but I've been a businessman since 12. Shit, actually, before that, I sold snowballs. We had a little snowball stand at probably the age of maybe 11. Then I started selling beepers and cell phones, and as far as entertainment,
right. Okay.
I did my first event when I was 14.
Oh wow.
Okay. Yeah, my mother. I have a brother and a sister, and I'm the youngest. I'm the baby. So my mother told us all, hey, when you graduate from 8th grade, we're gonna throw you a party. So my sister did her party. Shit was off the hook. Can I cuss?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't want to cuss too much. Might get a text message from my mother. But my sister did a party, man. That shit was off the hook. Her 8th grade party. Then my brother did his 8th grade party. Mm-hmm. That shit was off the hook. Then mine's came.
Okay.
The thing about my event was that, for one, I like to hang out in the neighborhood. So the whole neighborhood came. And then I was everybody's little brothers. All my sister's friends loved me. Then all my brother's friends loved me. Mm-hmm. Then I had all my friends. Okay. So their party was literally like, you ask people about it. I got people that come to my event to this day that came to my 8th grade party.
Wow.
This shit was off the hook, like I'm telling you. And it was explosive. We didn't have enough room. Fight broke out, so we had to take everybody to the to the basement. From the basement to the backyard. And after that, man, it just kind of took off for a little bit. The events I did, I started charging. I did the event at Carriage Hill.
Okay.
I had like 500 people because I charged $5. I made like $2,500 because I also sold sodas and waters and shit like that.
And you was just like 14.
I was 15 for that event. I was 15 for that event. That's the first one I charged. And then I started doing a few other events out Columbia and here and there and downtown. And then I stopped, went to college, came back, and got back into the downtown scene.
Okay, yeah. And I got to say, the downtown scene is popping.
Yeah, I got that shit lit.
Nice. Nah, so let's talk about that, because I think the last time I seen you, we talked was, outside of New Year's. I saw you briefly New Year's.
Oh, yeah, New Year's Eve at World Trade Center.
Right.
Yeah.
But let's talk about your event. It was your birthday. It's your birthday this year.
Yeah. My birthday.
Last year. That was the last time.
Yeah, well, September. My birthday party was at the Columbus Center.
Okay.
Also did my Christmas party there.
Ah, okay.
Did you make it to the Christmas party?
I didn't. Did you see me?
I was drunk. I don't know shit. I don't know.
No. So I didn't make it. I had another event that I had to go to, but I heard
you fucked up.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I gave tickets away on my show.
Yeah. I forgot I gave some tickets.
Yeah. So there's folks that they enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
I said, well, I'm sure you're gonna enjoy yourself.
Yeah,
You're
it was
definitely gonna.
It was. I didn't think I could top the birthday party, but the Christmas party, I must say, topped the birthday party.
Yeah. I heard it was.
So it was.
I heard it was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one. It was a hit. Yeah.
So what do you have going on down the line? Tell us some things that you got going on down the line.
Well, I'm looking at starting to do a event series called a Winter Wine Fest, which will then transition into the summertime for a summertime wine festival.
Okay.
February 22nd, I'll actually be doing a special event at a special location. I think I'm going to do my website launch. I have a new company that I'm about to, I say a nonprofit that's going to start very soon. I'm going to launch very soon. It's called Baltimore Loves.
Okay.
It's going to be BaltimoreLoves.com. It's going to be a nonprofit organization. I don't really have all the details yet on where I'm going to go as far as the people that we're going to be assisting and the things that we're going to be doing in the community, but it's so much that we're going to be doing, but I really want to narrow it down. So I don't have all that right now, but
it's coming.
It's coming.
Okay.
It's going to be pretty big.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break. We got to pay our make sure our sponsors are aware of what's going on. We get the information out, but we'll be right back. More Living a Rich Life talk show featuring Dave Couser. We'll be right back. BeExposedRadio.com.
If I sit around, hold up. Look. If I sit around, hold up. Yeah. Rub. Let's do it.
If I sit around, I'ma smoke some more. Wasn't even thinking about smoke before, but I'm in my head, I'm in the bed. Don't know who I am, like I'm wearing a mask. Working mode, tell them where the cash. If you wear the cash, tell them where the cash. If you playing for you, gon' run it back. Don't make promises, but I promise that. Don't promise me, cause I ain't into that. Fell in love with that and got hurt from that. Now it's all over and the curtains back. Can't see you not noticing that. I'm letting it go, it ain't holding me back. Yeah, I'm on dice, but ain't come for the crack. Drinking with uncle, we only do jack. How I'm alive, I thank God for that. Praying about it, things getting better. Open it up with my name on the letter. Why you crazy about it? Saying whatever, you shy to be you. You know you gotta be you. Sometimes I need privacy too.
Is what it is. Radio show.
Go ahead. Alright, listen. Alright, say situation. Cause I keep telling y'all it's different situations in the child support thing. You can't just pinpoint one thing. You can't just say, oh, here did be. That's why you're on child support. Oh, he this. That's why you're on child support. Oh, she this. That's why she on child support. No. Sometimes it could just go off of, oh, I just called him and asked him, can he pay for the pictures? He ain't want to pay for the pictures.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Living a Rich Life talk show featuring my friend, my man, Dave Couser. Still sensational.
There you go, bro.
Still sensational. All right, so we're going to keep getting into the conversation, kind of some of the things that you're doing. Mm-hmm. But one of the things that I like to do is, I call it a rich life moment in time. Okay. And with that being said,
oh boy,
I like to have my guests, they come in and they kind of instill themselves into time with me. So if you would be so kind to give me your Dave Couser signature.
Oh, okay.
anywhere. And again, this is a rich life moment in time, and you can see some of
my signature's pretty messy, but
yeah. Oh, that's all right. Oh, you a lefty too?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Still.
I love it.
Sensational.
Look back here.
There you go.
I love it.
Still
Perfect.
sensational.
My man. Okay. So there we have it. You can see, and you take a couple of folks on here. Yeah. So
I know my man Jay Bass on there.
Yeah, Jay. So Jason, he kicked it off for me.
Yeah.
Jason kicked it off, and
that's my brother, man. We go back to high school days.
Yeah, I know now because I guess you're a native. Baltimore?
Yeah, I'm from Baltimore. Yep, grew up in Baltimore County in Woodlawn. Went to Milford Mill.
Okay.
Didn't move to the city till when I was about maybe like 15.
Okay.
But I went to Mount St. Joe.
Okay.
2 years in Milford, but yeah, I'm a Baltimore, Marylander.
Okay, and doing big things. So let me ask you this question: in terms of who influenced you? It sounds like I heard you mention your mother earlier, saying, "Hey, 8th grade, you guys, who influenced you?"
Yeah, it depends on influence me in what way.
From a business standpoint.
Okay, yeah. So because obviously I influenced by my mother. My father, when it comes to hard work and work ethics and things of that nature.
Okay.
But as far as business, I have a few people who I were really influenced by. I gotta mention my guy, man, Brett Barton, rest in peace, Hawan Santana. That's my man. He was a very inspirational figure in my life, man. Really, really good brother that I love and I miss. Okay. My other best friend, man, Brandon Brown. He was just he was
village.
Yeah, man. Like these like my best guys, the people who I grew up with. You know,
right. Okay.
My boy Jimmy Woods, Kevin Woods. But as far as events and stuff of that nature, Phil Crump was probably one of my main guys who influenced me. I didn't know him at the time, but when I was about maybe 14 years old. We dropped my sister off at Martin's West. She was going to the Genesis event.
Okay.
You from Baltimore?
No, I'm a native New Yorker.
Oh, okay. So you're not familiar with the Genesis parties?
I've heard.
All right. So before Diddy was doing these white party, all that shit, Phil Crump was doing the Genesis.
The name Phil Crump sounds familiar.
Yeah, in Baltimore, and this shit was like, if you. All the who's who of Baltimore.
Okay.
You had money. If you had to have money, you was there. Everybody put up the best cars, Versace, everything. And I'm just a kid. I couldn't get in, but we was dropping my sister off.
Right.
I seen that shit. Like, what the fuck? Like,
going on?
The fuck is this shit? Like, I'm like, yo, I gotta do something. Like, I gotta do some events. Like, this is crazy.
Right. So you was motivated.
Yeah. That was the motivation right there. When I saw what he did, I was like, man, I want to do some parties.
Right. So one of the things I like, because I do follow you on Instagram, is, and Baltimore's becoming a place where there's some excellent food and restaurants. So
man, I'm a foodie, bro.
Yeah.
I eat. Like, I'm greedy as shit. Like,
yeah. So first, I think let's talk about that. What's some of your favorite restaurants that you like?
Oh man, whoo!
It's a long list.
Well, oh man, you have no clue, bro. So I'll say this. My favorite restaurant, and just because it's my favorite restaurant doesn't mean that there's not food better than mine. When I say favorite, I'm talking about atmosphere, the people, the food, the taste of the food. Everything, the scenery, the music. So I got to go with Azumi. That's one of my favorite restaurants. I love Azumi. I love Lubatori's in Timonium.
Okay.
Jot this down, trust me. People call me all the time, like, yo, what spot should I go to? Then you gotta go to Demimo's in Little Italy.
Yeah, I know about that.
You gotta hit these spots, man. These some of the best restaurants, man. Great food, great taste. If it's lunchtime, I gotta shout out the Black Owned T-Volve, in Harbor East. They got great food down there. It's good energy, good space. It's a good place for a meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we got to take another break.
Another one?
Yeah. We got to pay some bills. So we'll be right back. More Living a Rich Life talk show featuring Dave Couser. BeExposedRadio.com. We'll be right back.
Check me out.
Yeah.
You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. So deeply wounded, but don't say a thing. Too afraid of what the people may say or think. So you just sit there and you suffer in silence. Your pride won't let you just uncover your secret. Don't wanna look weak in your image, it ain't worth losing. So you just act as if it's nothing happening. God sees you, and God hears you. Yes, God loves you. You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. Suicidal, depressed, but you won't say a thing. Too afraid of what the people may say or think. You feel alone even though the people surround you.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
A week? Wow.
Welcome back to Living a Rich Life Talk Show.
Hey.
All right, I'm here. We're featuring Dave Couser. I am your host, Rich James, and this is what we do. We build, we have a conversation. So I want to let you know one thing I don't think you know, but my birthday is on the 14th of September.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that. Okay,
Yeah.
so you one day before me.
Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
all right.
So
all right.
I'm automatically.
Fellow Virgo.
Yes, indeed.
So you a freak?
Yeah, I got problems. I got problems. I got problems in a good way.
Right.
You know. So I got a big monumental birthday coming up this year. So I'm thinking definitely I want to definitely work with you some form of capacity.
I got you, brother.
Yeah.
Trust me.
We gonna work.
I'm gonna hold them down.
Okay, that's what I like to hear. So we got a few more questions for a couple of folks that support you. They want to kind of know what you got going on.
What y'all want to know?
So one question was, what are you passionate about?
Family, man. If you see, I'm a family man. You know, I mean, I put it like this: the house that I own on McCullough Street was bought for my great grandfather 100 years ago.
Okay.
My family reunion, last year was the 120th annual.
Wow.
So we go deep. We all about family. I mean, you know.
And I see that. Your son's birthday was
yesterday. Yeah.
So happy birthday.
Braden Allen. His name is Braden Allen, but his nickname is Champagne. I named him after both of my best friends that passed. Rest in peace to my boy Brandon Brown, Alan Parker. Everybody know they was my guys I grew up with. They like my brothers. So I named him after them. I took, instead of Brandon, I said Braden and Allen. So
Gotcha.
Braden Allen.
Okay. And
Braden
we was
Allen
talking
Couser.
before the break. We was talking about the foodie and being and dining.
Oh man!
So clearly, like father, like son.
Oh yeah. He is greedy, bro.
Yeah.
God damn, man. Champagne can eat, man. I'm telling you, man.
I saw that. And you plot. You think he wasn't watching? I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was hilarious.
He's a greedy little dude, man. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
so let's ask this question. So another question they wanted to know was, we already asked that about your favorite restaurant, who influenced. So if there's one thing that folks should know about Dave Couser, tell us, what's that one thing that they should know?
It's a good question. So I will say this. One thing I would say that everybody should know about me is what you see is what you get. Okay. I play fair. You know, if we're going to do business, we're going to do business. There's not a person in this city They can tell you I owe them $1. I don't do games like that. When we do business, we do clean business. I'm all about that because there's so many people out here that do bad business, man. This shit gets on my nerves. So that's why, like, for me, you know, when I'm working with people, it's a few things I want to do. I want to make sure everything's on the table, clarity, but to be very clear about what's going on. And no matter what, nobody's going to lose any money.
Okay.
You know, we don't play those games, you know. So I would say that.
All right.
And I don't know. I mean, I guess another thing you can maybe know about me is, you know, if you're in my circle, if we do business, the bag is going to come. Right. You know, I don't play games with it, man. I'm very hungry. I'm very greedy. I want every dollar that comes to me.
Right.
You know?
I will definitely say it because I think, because initially when you was doing events, and I started going out because I wasn't really going out at one point. Okay. So then I was like, oh, who's this Dave Couser guy? Right. And we started going to events, and then I think we went to a friend of ours was getting married. They're getting married.
Oh yeah, that's my cousin.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Keisha's my cousin.
Okay.
Yep.
So then, you know, I said, you know what? Let me approach this guy.
Yep.
And that was like really the first time we really.
Yeah. Right.
I was like, yo, bro. Next thing I know, you went to the car and you came
Gave
back
some
with some
tickets. Yeah. Right.
So I said to myself, this is and what I like about you and what I feel is it's a sincerity, right?
Thank you.
Getting that paper, yes, but you're a giver.
Yeah, man, I'm a giver. You look on my Instagram, that's what I say. I'm not a taker.
Right.
I'm a giver first. Once I give, then you come see the product, and you're gonna want to come and, you know, I always had this thing. If I have an event for 1,000 people, right, most likely 100 got in for free. I'm okay with that.
Right.
Because if I don't know you, I'm gonna give you a ticket so you can come and see the product.
Yeah.
Once you come see the product, I got you.
Yeah.
You know,
that's a whole nother story.
I mean, that's what it's all about, man. You know, being givers, not takers, man. We don't deal with takers.
All right,
you know?
That's what's up.
Yeah, we got to do things different these days.
That's what's up. So, if there was and this is a question, I don't even know where this came from, but if you had to pick any character in a book, movie, or TV show, who most similar would be to you? Like, if you had to, let's make a movie, Dave Couser movie or a book. I mean, I'm trying to remember where this came from.
I would say Mike Larry, Bad Boys 2.
Yo, look.
That's my man. No, that's my man, Will. I just watched Will on the Breakfast Club, man. I love that brother, man. Great energy, man. I love that brother, man. But I love the movie, too, man. He almost made me want to be a detective, man. You know, put on the clothes and have a good time,
I'm
man.
gonna look back because...
You haven't seen that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
No,
shit.
yeah.
So I would say either that or I'd say Quick off Harlem Nights.
Oh.
Yeah.
Somebody said Mike Larry.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mike
I'm going to
Larry.
share it with you. Somebody was like, yo, he probably going to say Mike Larry.
Oh, shit, for real?
For real. You're for real.
Oh, so yeah.
People, because I had
I would say either Mike Larry or Quick from Harlem Nights. That can kind of describe me.
I love it. All good movies. All good movies. That is too funny. All right, so let's talk about still.
It ain't gonna be Fredo from Guff. I can guarantee you that.
Okay, so let's talk about what's your favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Don't tell me birthday because birthday's not a
No,
holiday.
Christmas, man.
Okay, Christmas.
I love Christmas. I love the music. Nat King Cole. I was able to really express that and bring it out for this last Christmas party. I mean, like I said, once again, Christmas is about family, man. So, you know, I love that. You know, the family setting. You know, the cold weather with the warm drinks, good food, things of that nature. You know, I love Christmas, man.
Okay, Christmas is my favorite.
Yeah,
I think it might be a Virgo thing. Christmas is
my
favorite
I love Christmas, man.
Now, it doesn't have the same meaning like it used to, though. I mean, you got to make it, I guess, continue because, like you said,
for me it does.
Right.
I mean, you know,
yeah.
You know, for me it does, man. You know, me and Maureen got a house, man. You know, we got a nice crib. We got Braden in there. We having a good time. I mean, it's family, man. You know,
that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So normally, you know, we play some games on this show.
Okay.
Right. We call a game called Either Or.
All
right. Either or.
How's it go? I mean, what's the rules?
The rules are I'm going to give you two options.
All right.
Okay. And you got to choose either or.
All right.
No.
All right. Ain't no getting around it.
Right,
All
no getting around it.
So I'm an open book, by the way.
Okay. All right.
I don't give a shit, so I'm down.
Real simple. This is my other guest here. I love it. See, this is how we do living a rich life.
Shit, she gonna mess up my time.
Not at all. Right? Girl, so I'm gonna send somebody down. I'm gonna send somebody down to come get you. Okay. All right. Oh. Okay. All right. All right. Bye. Yeah. All right. She's in Duncan. I love it. See, we just real carefree. That's how we do. That's how we do. All right. So the game is called Either Or. I love it. I love this guy. All right, either or. So are you a nighttime or a daytime person?
Night.
Okay. Water or lemonade?
Liquor. No, lemonade.
Well, what's your favorite cocktail? You got a favorite cocktail?
I'm into the bourbons right now, man. I love good bourbon cocktail.
Okay.
You know, the whiskey bourbon, all that good shit.
Do you do anything with
But right now, I'm loving Tito's.
Tito's?
And shouts to the Tito's for sponsoring all my events. I love Tito's, man.
Okay.
Tito's is really doing that thing right now. It's a great cocktail. It's a great vodka. If you mix it up with some different things, you can create a good cocktail with it.
Gotcha.
I mean, but it's a classic vodka. I mean, it's not that expensive.
Right. Yeah.
And they're in the community.
And that's okay.
Unlike Ciroc.
Which is not very good.
Marketing counts.
Yeah, marketing is good.
Marketing counts.
But it's
so that's why you don't see. I mean, damn, I don't know what happened to Ciroc, man.
Yeah.
Nobody drinks it anymore.
Yeah. It tastes like cough syrup.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
But shout out, I love Diddy though. He's a genius.
No doubt. Okay. So Netflix or read a book?
Netflix.
Are you a reader?
Not too much. I should become more, but the way my brain works, I'll read that thing for like 2 minutes and I'm off to the next thing. Like I'm done.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna say a few things now. So we're gonna change it up. First thing that comes to your mind. All right. I'm gonna say a word and tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
I'm pretty good at this.
All right. Baltimore.
I'm sorry because the first thing came to my mind was crime, but I didn't want to say that because we got to do better, man. There's too much crime, bro.
Yeah. This is true.
Say it one more time.
All right. Baltimore.
Charm.
Okay. All right.
Charm City.
Food.
Liberatories. Tetrazzini, the lobster tetrazzini is the best.
Okay.
Try it out.
Okay.
Trust me.
All right. Family.
Mama Jean. That's my grandmother.
It's your grandmother. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the end-all, be-all of the family. She's the nucleus. She's everything.
Yeah, I understand that. That would be that would be my mother. She's the glue.
My grandmother is the boss of bosses.
Okay.
Yeah.
The boss
Rest in
of
peace,
bosses.
by the way.
All right. So now let's do. So you saw you're a sports fan?
Yeah, no, I mean I've done a lot of events for the Ravens. A lot of guys I've done events for, but if it ain't a Ravens game, I hardly don't watch.
Right. Not a sport. So let's talk about it. So we talked about food. Let's talk about some travel. So international versus domestic. What's your favorite?
International.
International.
Yeah, I do love domestic as well.
Right.
But I have two recommendations. Panama.
Okay.
Right, along with Medellin, Colombia, and then obviously everybody knows I am in love with Miami. That's my favorite place to go.
Miami.
I like to try to hit Miami a few times a year. I love Miami.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm crazy over Miami. I'm going back down there in a few weeks to try to find me a condo, man. I love Miami.
So is that business or pleasure? More.
Always pleasure, but my pleasure and business always coincides. Yeah,
that's what's up. That's what's up. So as we talk about, entrepreneur, because that's kind of what we're focusing on, the science of entrepreneurship. What's one characteristic that you believe every entrepreneur should possess?
Clean business, man. It's got to be clean. It's too much bad business going on out here. We gotta stop it. We have to expose the people who are doing bad business, stealing money, lying, frauding, telling people this when it's really that. It's gotta stop. Because you got people out here that really want to do good, clean business, and they get involved with people who have all intentions on robbing you.
Right.
We can't do that. We have to get those. It's 2020. No more. It's over.
Right.
All right. You had a good time. You were robbing people. Get them out your circle. Get them out your life. We can't do it, man. So, like, that's why, like, for me, like I said, people know if you do something with me, it's going to be clean. But you have a lot of people out here that have intentions on doing business. They might only have a certain amount of money to work with. They might got 20,000, 10,000, 40,000, 50,000. They put that into a business where someone on the other side has intentions of taking it and running.
Right.
We can't. You destroying lives, man. People destroying lives over that. I don't just do events. I'm in the money lending business. I do investments. I got restaurants I put money into. I do all kind of shit.
Right.
So I've witnessed people trying to rob me.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And it doesn't feel good.
Right.
No,
I will say my experience in dealing with you and in being in your circle, I think I'm getting closer and closer to David's circle. Right? Yeah. I'm definitely, I feel man. That, right?
We just want to do clean business, man.
Okay.
I've been blessed, where I'm now, I'm able to kind of really see, but I thought I saw it all and knew it all 2 years ago, and
right.
A guy almost took me for a run. It's dangerous out here. People will take your money and run. Okay. Trust me. Yeah. It's dangerous, man.
Oh goodness, I know that's right. Yeah. So one of the things I mentioned earlier, prior to you coming on, was just some fundamentals when it comes to entrepreneurship. So let me know if you agree with this, right? Testing ideas, because again, it sounds like you're not just doing events, but you're doing some other stuff, right? So just from that perspective, you got to develop a plan. Right. Definitely got to develop a plan. Assembling a team. So let's talk about that.
Yes.
Right.
So I will say this. This past event, believe it or not, was the first time I've ever been completely 100% confident that I had the right team in place.
Yeah. You're unforgettable?
Yes. This was, and I've on all the events I've done.
Right.
This was the first time that I actually looked around and said, oh shit, this might really be the best team I've ever assembled.
Yeah.
And you know what happened? The best results.
Yeah.
It was probably remember, operations is the key.
Yeah.
Right? Executing.
Obtaining resources.
It was literally the best from an operations standpoint.
Okay.
That's ever happened, because I had just for the first time in my life put together the perfect team.
Okay.
So,
all right.
So it's all uphill from now.
I like that.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a break. We have that question, that $1 million question, what does living a rich life mean? We want to get that to you. We're going to also bring in our second special guest appearance. So we want you to stick around for that.
For the second guest?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. I'm hanging out with the other guests.
Yeah, exactly. You're a
cool.
featured guest.
Oh,
right?
all right.
So we'll be right back. More Living a Rich Life here with Dave Couser, BeExposedRadio.com. We'll be right back.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
That's the biggest thing, is just empowerment. Just get off of the begging line. Just be proud and just get our pride and our dignity back, because as a child, we're taught how to go and beg for a job. Our parents, they literally taught us how to make sure you pull your pants up. Me, I'm 6'7", so I'm a bigger man. I was always taught how to not be threatening or intimidate people when I go into different interviews or different scenarios. And so we're literally taught how to condition ourselves, condition our speech, everything, in order to go and beg these people for a job, because we know when we walk in the door, I have to tear down 10 stereotypes before I get past hello. So we need to eliminate that. And we need to eliminate that, and the way that we do that is employing ourselves and employing our brothers and sisters. And so that's our mission, is group economics, uplift ourselves, because I can't empower anyone until I empower myself. and change from just being willing because it's in my heart and my passion to see my people succeed and see us do better and change the social order, because I know that we are not supposed to be on bottom. I understand who I was. I know I didn't fall out of the sky and land on a plantation. So when you have knowledge of self and you know who you are and what you come from, it's frustrating more than anything to see us in this position.
Tune into the Artist Exchange every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. live. Big Exposed Radio.
He's dead.
6 years after he passed away.
It states she reportedly had heard rumors, but nothing substantial. But then you put the rumors to
while
death.
They were still married.
You sentenced the rumors to death.
While they still were married, she heard rumors.
Right. Okay. Probably all her life she's heard rumors. Like, you're dating you know you're dating your dad, right? Y'all look just alike. I'm like, girl, somebody told me you dating your father. You know, that's what kind of him. You know he gay, right, Percy?
Please, why are you laughing at him? Don't laugh at him. Please don't.
Okay, let me continue with the story.
Oh,
man. Even today, it's still funny. Oh my gosh, if you haven't heard this show, it's Talk Lately, and it's only on BeExposedRadio.com every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and on YouTube. Just go to Be Exposed Radio.
Whatever happened to the times when we cared for one another? We shared the same respect. What is happening? We're trading what's important for shiny things. I can't allow this blasphemy. It's blasphemy. Why would you treat yourself like that? We didn't come this far just to fall right back. Don't lose yourself, stay on track. Baby, you're a god. Baby, you're a god. Believe that. Full of the things that we've overcome. Full of unspoken battles we've won. You're so much better than that. Sometimes the truth ain't always catchy as rap. Stop chasing cheese or you'll get stuck in a trap. Go get your crown and never render it back. No, it's blasphemy. Why would you treat yourself like that? Stop all that blasphemy. We didn't come this far just to fall right back. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. You're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. Believe that. You're way too gifted to stop and listen. It's condescending, not to mention all of our ignorance is their permission to. I know you like to turn up like that, with a drink to pull up like that. Well, baby, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Just make sure the God in you stays where it's at. You're the rising sun of a new day begun. Grind on till victory's won. I pray you do your thing till earth and heaven ring. Just don't forget where you come from.
You know, let me talk to him. Oh, you ain't know? You ain't heard it before? That spirit you take for granted is the God of your soul. It's a price that you owe. It can never be owned. So for this valued dollar, it can never be sold. We were kings and queens in the motherland. Problem is we shouldn't have spared the rod or the father's hand. Yo, where the fathers at? Kids raising kids. So basically they never really raised but more assisted. Thrown to the system for criminal definition instead of dreaming for better and taking care of your business. I promise. Been guys from the crib. Thing is, you can call a king a slave if he don't know who he is. Man, it's blasphemy.
Why would you treat yourself like that? Stop all that blasphemy. We didn't come this far just to fall right back. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. You're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. God, God, God.
I be up in the way. 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 Running on my face. Gucci guilty on my face. I be up in the way. 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 Bedroom phone ring, girl in t-shirt answers me. I get off on the way that she answers me. First time saw her, I knew she was the one for me. Ever since then, we've been vibing on some chemistry. It's just a matter of time. I know she feeling my vibe. I got the keys to the ride. She put her hands on my thigh. She got that look in her eye. SL what I'm riding. Royalty, call me highness. All day and overnighted. Cause it's crunch time when I'm grinding. This Adderall got me nauseous. Proceed with caution. Tired of lane, I'm exhausted. Poppin' Zanny Zan, sipping out the faucet. I'm confused, don't know what I'm doing. Wait, what I'm doing? Got me going where the I'm going. Out of space, where I'm going. Wait, where I'm going? Wait, where I'm going? Out of space, where I'm going. Out of space, where I'm going. I be up in the way. 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 Running on my face. Gucci guilty on my face. I be up in the way. 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 Can I talk to you? I've been working hard. I've been up all night. I just been so high. I feel nothing off the sands. Withdrawals killing me. I need something to sleep. Need you on top of me. I need to get high. Dreams designer all night. Chanel should be hot in my dreams. Wearing my clear on my sleeve. I'm not who you need me to be. Indigo sound for the team. Royalty sound for the team. Hippie vibing for the team. I need space, girl. I need to get out, yeah. Slow my motions, leaning. I've been out, yeah. Never worry about me. I've been chilling. Can't do this no more. I'm in my feelings. Can't put your business all out in the open. Can't fix a heart that's already been broken. You changed my ways.
Exposed Radio.
Well, if you made them, take care of them.
Yeah, that's
Period.
the real.
You right.
That's the real deal.
It's period.
You right.
And all that old money shouldn't go toward this. Money should go to if the child is with one of the parents 24/7, 7 days a week. You don't even come get your child every day. You come get your child once a month maybe, or once every 3 months.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Living a Rich Life talk show featuring Dave Couser. We have a special guest here tonight, musical sensation as I like to call. So let's introduce her correctly. Our special guest, she is a singer, songwriter, born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland. Her background, and work with me on this one, her background in Shabbat Curtin?
Shabbat Kirtan, yeah.
Okay, chic music?
Sick. Yeah,
sick music.
You're pretty close.
Okay. She has released several singles that include Find Me, My Body, Girl Talk, Headphones. She has an introspective EP titled Ambivalence. Please welcome the talented musical sensation Gurl. All right, see, that's the whole theme here. See, sensational. Dave Couser, still sensational, and then sensational. Yeah, definitely. So welcome to the show. Thank you. All right. Yeah, well, thank you. You know, we're gonna get right into it, all right? Because we you know, I plucked Dave's brains on an entrepreneur perspective. So first, tell us, what is Sikh music?
Sikh music. Okay, so Sikhism is my religion. And so I grew up basically playing the harmonium, which is a piano on the ground, and you kind of like pump it, and you do pump it, and you play the piano, but it's called a harmonium. and it originated in India.
Oh wow.
So, so I've been playing that my whole life, and that's how kind of music got into my life because it was through religion. It was very passionate, and we have built our asses off. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, by all means, Dave, if you have some questions too, feel free to ask.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, we gonna keep it.
I just might.
We're gonna keep it open because that's what we do. That's what we do. So let me ask the question. Your name, Gurl.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
So.
I mean, you are a girl, you're a woman, right? So tell us
That's your
about
real name or your singer name?
So it's my artist name.
Oh, your artist name, okay.
Yeah, it's my brand, but Gurleen is my real name.
Oh, okay.
And Gurleen means faith in God, and it's a Punjabi name. So a lot of the things that I do today that definitely root back to my roots for sure. And Gur, at the end of the day, means God. And so basically all of the work that I'm doing eventually is going to help people in some way, some form, some entity. So I'm not just making music just to vibe, but I'm also making music to help people through emotional times, to help people through, daily struggles.
They say music does that.
And music does that.
Our engineers, he does everything. So he makes sure because you're going to sing for us a little later.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you put the other one on?
Oh,
okay.
I love it. I was like, hey, okay.
So how long have you been singing?
I've been singing probably since I was 4 years old, and then I took it seriously. Well, I mean, a little like lay out for you. Singing since I was 4, really singing since I was like in 2nd grade, then writing music since 4th grade.
Wow. See, so I was told I missed my calling. I should have been doing this. I should have been doing entertainment for a long time. But listening to you two, you started at 12, you said, right?
Well, just hustling. Right. I mean, like selling snowballs.
I mean, you were still
and then beepers and
right?
Yeah, go on.
And you started singing at 4. I mean, I got
no, but I wanted to play the piano.
You can still play the piano.
Tell me,
sure. I don't think so. I'm not.
YouTube.
Oh goodness! A friend of mine, her daughter, she sells bracelets and stuff now. But these young kids, they starting real early.
Yeah.
But it sounds like I missed my calling there. Okay.
Nah, never.
Hey, so let's really let the folks know in terms of where can they hear your music.
Yeah. I started off releasing on SoundCloud. And you can still listen on SoundCloud. Do I look here?
Yeah, you just look
Doesn't
right
matter.
there.
Okay, so like there's definitely SoundCloud, and then there's Spotify. If you just type in Gurl, and then typically if you type in ambivalence or talk or one of my singles, it'll pop up. Gurl typically pops up on Spotify pretty quick. Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, wherever you listen to your music. Google Play.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on every platform.
You got a question, Dave?
No, I'm just like I'm inspired. I mean, I can't wait to hear her sing.
Yeah, man.
I did hear like a little bit on Instagram. I was like checking it out a little bit.
That's lit.
Yeah. So in terms of your sound, what because they have pop, R&B.
Yeah.
What's your sound? What's your sound like?
I'm actually I've been discovering that for a while, and I've tried many different things, but to the typical ear, they hear something very melodious, and they do typically say, oh, your voice sounds a little different. It sounds like a little bit Indian. To me, I don't hear that at all, but I guess it does. My roots are really ingrained in me. So, yeah, I guess I kind of mix that. So it's neo soul, definitely for sure.
That's awesome.
Mixed with R&B, and then also I'm adding an alternative kick to it by surprising people with new sounds, which you'll hear in my new music for sure.
I'm just wondering where that R&B flavor came through, because it had to be somebody African American that gave it that influence.
Yeah, bro.
Who was that?
Baltimore.
Just you grew up in Baltimore?
Yeah, in the county for sure. But being around people who just listen to it. I went to UMBC, which is a very diverse school, and so all my friends were minorities, and so that's all we bumped to. We all bumped to Afrobeats, R&B, Caribbean music, everything.
She gets it.
Yeah. So you gotta enmesh everything that you've experienced in your life, and that's how I feel like my music has been, and it's going to be. So.
Good for you.
So that's a good point. So one of the things I did with Dave was I reached out. So normally I put a little caption and ask the question, hey, what would you like for me to ask?
Yeah.
I took a different approach with you and just kind of reached out to some folks. And one question was, so what kind of things inspires you to write? Because I've listened to your music, and I'm like, oh, she's experienced some things. And so what inspires you to write? Is it
Oh my God, I am definitely an overthinker for sure, but I think it definitely roots from things as well. The scriptures that we read like in Sikhism are very deep, and they're basically talking about like evolution. They're talking about how to live day-to-day lives, but also being an active member of society and not just staying silent when things are going wrong. So definitely my religion like, plays a huge role in it, and I kind of speak out when I feel like things are being silent. And so that's where it comes from. I think a lot in my brain. I'm like, why aren't people talking about this? Like, let me try and be the voice for something that no one's talking about. So that's where it definitely stems from. And then definitely like breakups and stuff like that. So I feel deeply. So things just like, when things happen, I get really like kind of bogged down. But the way I kind of let it out is through my music.
Okay, yeah, I saw that. So what I think was Find Me. I actually watched the video. Very interesting video. Find Me. Was that 2019?
It was just released, yeah. It was released in October. Video was released last month.
Yeah, okay. See, so I do my research.
Yeah, nice to
do. I do a little something. I do a little something. I do a little something. So do you have a vision as to who you would like to work with?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that song reminded me of Janae Aiko. If you know her at all, she's her music, like you feel her music, and it's like in the chords that she uses, specific chords to make you feel like these different sensations. So Find Me was kind of like a fun one for me because it didn't have as much significance other than the fact that like as a South Asian woman, I'm Punjabi, like things like sex and things like, you know, flirtatiousness aren't really talked about and they're shamed on for women. And so that's another thing I'm trying to change for sure, is to make sure that like, you know, women aren't seen as, you know, sluts just for, you know, doing what they want with their bodies too. That was a fun one for me. And then the rest of my music is all based more lyrically, but I'm trying to work with sounds more to make people feel the music.
Okay. Well, I gotta say, I felt what you had going on. I definitely did. So in terms of, let's let the followers know, or viewers know, how can they follow you? All your social media platforms and all that good stuff. Let's tell them how they can do that.
For sure. The best one probably is Instagram. At Gurl Music, Gurl Music. It's pretty simple. I have my link tree in my bio, and so that leads you to all my music, all my social media outlets. So Instagram's probably the best bet.
Yeah, link tree.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
Yeah, Linktree is so convenient.
You know about Linktree?
It's so convenient. I'll get you hit. I'll get you hit. I got you.
I mean, I'm 40. How old are you?
I'm 22.
Yeah, so see, we gotta get in tune, you know.
Right, you ain't lying.
She know what's going on.
Yeah, so I can have one link, my Instagram that takes it, because I got a couple of different avenues that I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I got you. Oh my God, for sure.
Yeah, put me on.
Easy.
I'll drink to that. No, really, I'll drink to that. I'll drink to that.
We have a little something in there.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. Get the ball rolling, you know?
Okay. So what are some of your hobbies outside of singing?
Yeah.
What's some other things that you like to do?
I love to work out for sure. Okay. I run a lot. I used to run cross country, so that like definitely stuck with me. And I love to take care of my friends and my family. Like I just love to, you know, give advice, listen to their thoughts, and just talk to them.
Yeah, talk to people.
Yeah.
I'm trying to discover since I've started doing this show, I have been invited to a lot of different events. So it's a little, you know, I always felt I was a popular person, but I like to say I'm the most unknown, well-known person. Right. As it is right now, you know, which is a good, it's a blessing.
I mean, I feel like if you have a good community around you, that's all that matters.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. You know, like I said, one of my elements is about strong relationships. Right. And again, I'm working on rebuilding some relationships. So, you know, I wasn't always a very upstanding citizen.
Welcome to the club.
You know what I mean? So, you know, sometimes folks get caught on your past, but that's okay. That's neither here nor there. What's some of your hobbies, Dave? Because I didn't get to ask that question to you.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I used to have a lot of hobbies, man. Now I just be like, I just want to make some money, man. But that's my problem. You know, I want to get more into different shit. Like I want to start playing some golf. I want to maybe buy me a gun, go to the shooting range, have a good time. I used to do all kind of fun shit. Okay. And then when you get tied up and, you know, doing business deals, I got a son, you know, having a good time, you know, you kind of like forget all that stuff. But I need to 2020, I'm getting back to my hobbies.
Gotcha.
So I mean, I would love to like, I don't know, go hiking or some shit like. I don't know.
Hiking's amazing.
Right.
Yeah, it's actually really
do some different
therapeutic,
shit. Like I used to love that. Like I love nature.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like so I'm trying to get into
That
things
type of
like
stuff.
that. Yeah.
Well, when you're ready to do the gun thing, I got somebody.
Yeah, man. I want to go. Do some shooting at the gun range. Right now my hobby is going to the best restaurant.
Yeah.
Right.
Timing.
And talking shit. That's
What's the
my.
best one in Baltimore?
Well,
we talked about that earlier.
That's all right.
We
That's
talked about
relative. You never know.
Right.
I mean, certain people say this, certain people say that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, but I would say, I don't know. Like I said, I love Azumi, but at the same time as
Azumi.
that's just
Right
for me.
by,
For
Four
me, that's
Seasons,
my.
right. That's right by.
Yeah.
Seasons.
That's my favorite because it's my space. I love it. The food, the people, the
I've only been there.
bartenders.
I've only had cocktails.
Yeah, everything.
Outside,
But I'm trying to think of some more spots. I mean, like I said, I love Lubritorious too, man. God damn.
You gotta check these out.
I mean, I'm greedy as hell.
We're gonna keep that in mind.
I mean, if you got the money, why not?
Yeah, I'm greedy.
Why not?
I love to eat. But I love. You say you Indian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Indian food.
Yeah.
I love.
And
I have a
well,
lot of
home cooked
friends.
Indian food is good.
Oh, yeah,
Restaurant
yeah.
Indian food.
Oh yeah, trust
You
me.
really gotta search.
I have a lot of close friends from
Oh,
India and
good. That's
Pakistan.
perfect.
So,
That's
yeah.
perfect. If it's home cooked,
Yeah.
So before the next segment, as I did with Dave, I'm big on memories. So I'm big on memories. So what I want to ask you to do is to sign the Living a Rich Life. That's the Wall of Fame.
let's do it.
Right?
I'm honored.
And this way, so when y'all become bigger than life, I can say, hey, they was on my show.
Hey, why not? I'm trying to find the best spot.
Find a spot. Yeah. Find a spot. I'm gonna have to for this next season, because this is season 2. Y'all are my second guest.
Oh, okay.
I had Dawi Sewell.
That's my brother right there.
Yeah.
I mean, but everybody you had. I mean, I saw, had Dawi, had Zeke, had Sanjay, Jason. I mean, all those people, man. People I love and care about.
We got some good people on the show.
Yeah.
For real.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Thank you. Go ahead, let's move this thing right here.
I feel bad. Like people left messages. I just put like one little signature.
Oh, yeah. I'm bad. I don't want to take up too much room because he's going to have hella people on this show.
Yeah, so we just going to get a new one. That's all.
Good one. She's good. She's good.
I like that. Good response.
That's why. Shout out to Heidi. She mentioned Heidi earlier.
Yeah.
Heidi, we love you. We love you. And I love your mother. Oh my God, Heidi's mother's awesome.
I've never met her mother.
Oh, you have got to meet
Like
her.
ever.
She is the nicest, sweetest woman you've ever met.
Oh my God, I gotta hit her up about that.
Yes.
And if you haven't, since we're giving plugs, which is okay, it's my show, we can do that. We love Heidi. Heidi's
We do
book,
love Heidi.
a book of poetry. I'm telling you, this joint is hot.
Oh, Heidi's a genius.
Yeah, I read some of it during the book signing.
Yeah.
And that joint was
Heidi
hot.
sings too. Heidi sings.
Heidi
as well.
does sing.
Yeah.
Is this cool? Is this blocking anything?
She said happy birthday to me.
Is this blocking anything?
No.
Okay, awesome.
She sang happy birthday to me.
Oh yeah.
When she was on the show.
Heidi, she sings. She plays the guitar, like good shit. Like she's
dope.
She's super dope. Very talented.
Yep. So
I mean, look at her mother and her father. I mean, both of them are legends. So.
Yep. Agreed.
She has told me a lot about her dad.
Yeah, they're both very inspirational figures.
So tell us what you have coming up. What's in the works? I think your last EP, Ambivalence.
Yeah.
Right. What do you have coming up next?
Coming up next is really exciting. I have another EP coming up, so I'm doing more project-based things and taking my time with releases as well, because I want them to be like, I want myself to listen to it and be like, this is spot on, and everything that I feel is in this project. So it's going to be released later in February, date to be determined, but very soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you write all your own songs? You write them all.
They're all like time-based. So this one's actually about mental health, the one that's coming out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Major key right there.
Yeah. It's very important.
Huge. That's huge. Mental illness is. That's no joke. I'm working on, and I've a couple other folks that have some shows here. They talk about mental illness, but it is real. It is real.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that, because I can get emotional when it comes to that.
There's a lot going on with that.
Yeah. So let's ask this question here. Another question that came in. So what's your favorite piece of music and why? Right? You have a different sound. You have a different. Your voice is definitely different, which is unique. But what's your type of music?
The one that. Okay, it's more recent, but do you know who SZA is?
SZA?
Mm-hmm. SZA. She was on the Black Panther album. But if you don't know her, you should get hip to her.
No, I know about SZA. She
okay, good.
SZA. She had that song.
SZA,
she had that song.
Kendrick.
How does it go? She had one of them. Last summer, she had a really. Yeah. I love SZA. Yeah, she's the shit.
Yeah. So she released an album called Control, I believe in 2017. And that album, from start to finish, is basically her mom giving her advice and her dealing with bullshit and speaking about it openly without any care in the world. And I just fell in love with her because every single thing that she said I related to, and she was very open, didn't hold back. And that's what I feel like takes an artist. Like, it takes openness and courage and the ability to speak to people and not really care about the reaction.
Exactly. I like that, right?
Yeah, I like
Keeping it 100.
Keeping it 100. Like, she really does. But
I like that style, bro.
Like, subtly. Like, she's not trying to be too extra, too. She just literally wrote her music. She released it. And she probably had people backing her up already. But, like, her stuff from start to finish was a project. It wasn't just, like, songs. It was a project altogether.
Right.
So it's called Control. Like
and
that.
see, you started singing there. We're not going to even wait for the break. So what you gonna sing for us?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
You gotta be ready, right? I say you gotta. Opportunity knocks. You gotta answer the door. That's what I believe.
Well, I can sing a part of my EP.
Yeah. You can sing whatever you like. We just gonna sit back here.
Yeah. So this song is called "Am I Okay?" It opens the EP actually, and it's like this EP is gonna be different because it's a cappella basically. So this will work.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Dave, you want to bring
it? It is emotional though.
You go right ahead. Introduce it, right?
It is emotional, so just like.
Okay. Gotcha. Right. So I'm gonna introduce you. Okay.
Okay.
Here live on Living a Rich Life talk show, special guests performing up and coming album or single.
There it is.
Gurl music. Let's welcome Gurl.
It is live and direct, baby. So you can't pay for this.
Am I okay? Am I okay? Am I okay? Am I okay? Will I last the night, the day? Will I? Am I okay? Am I okay? Am I okay? Am I okay? Will I cry some tears today? Ooh. If I'm okay, if I'm okay, if I'm okay, if I'm okay, then I'll last the night, the day. If I'm okay, if I'm okay, if I'm okay, if I'm okay, then I'll last. If I'm okay, if I'm okay, if I'm okay, if I'm okay, I won't shed some tears today. No. If I'm okay, if I'm okay, if I'm okay, if I'm okay, then I'll last today. you.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
So that here, first live Living a Rich Life here on BeExposedRadio.com.
I've never sung that before, like live, so it's awesome.
That was. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Suggestion and everything. Y'all bear with me.
I'll drink to that. I'll drink to that. You with me?
Y'all bear with me.
I'll drink to that. That was good. That was amazing. All right, so we that's a good note. We're gonna take a break.
Yeah, for sure.
We're gonna come back and we're gonna wrap it up. What I like to call Living a Rich Life recap.
Hey.
All right, so we'll be right back. Living a Rich Life talk show featuring Dave Couser, special guest Gurl, here on BeExposedRadio.com. We'll be right back. Okay?
All right.
Long live Pop. Y'all can go ahead and cry now. I'ma show these niggas what to do at one of your beats, man. I am Gas, by the way.
Strong woman story should have been on CNN. Nobody knows what it's like being Gwen. Windows closed in the house, it ain't no CNN. Can't gain weight for years, she been being thin. Single mother, no help from the system. When they was giving out food stamps, she missed them. Birth certificate, baby daddy, she couldn't list them. But her son was so beautiful when she kissed him. Blame it on love, but nigga she could've died with. Destroyed the whole world and found out she was a side chick. The nigga loved his wife and it got hard to hide it. So when Gwen confronted him, he ain't even denied it. Her fault, depends on who you asking. She tried to be a stripper, but the tip out was taxing. Buying all the purses, trying to keep up with the fashion. And her mama hated baby sitting with a passion. She deserved better circumstances. A black queen, she should've been blessed with certain chances. Look down upon, getting all of hurting glances. Making men change up all the twerking stances. She never cried about the pain, only gritted her teeth. But most soldiers never get a flower or a wreath. She like G.I. Jane in the war with no relief. Don't recognize why killers was going through her beef. She said more prayers than the nun did. After seeing so much struggles with only one kid, the clinic said baby number 2 couldn't be.
Listen to this flashback of Skyline Radio Show.
So where we at? Where we talk about the effects and what's going on in these schools.
Yeah.
And what people don't understand. Just real briefly, I just want to talk a little bit about what people say bullying is or is not. So bullying comes in many forms. It's a teasing, it's the cyberbullying, it's the texting, it's the phone calls, it's the posting of pictures and people's personal information to pretty much cause them harm, to have them feel insecure. It's the sex assaults that people actually put out there. There are physical assaults, and there are mental assaults and emotional assaults. And what I like to remind individuals that any aggressive behavior towards anyone that is unwanted and unwarranted, and an individual asks you to stop. Let's stop there. Stop.
And they should be respecting that.
Respecting that and respecting yourself, because when you're able to respect another person, you're able to respect yourself. Right. And the way that you're able to show that respect.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hi, welcome back to Living a Rich Life talk show here featuring Dave Couser and musical sensation Gurl. We are having some good conversation. Again, I'm connected because this is part of it, Living a Rich Life Network. So I want to thank y'all both for joining.
Well, I want to say I'm having a blast, by the way. I mean, I love this. I love everything that this brother's done. Thank you once again. I mean, this is awesome. Then you brought this wonderful guest. I mean, she's awesome, making connections. I mean, so it's a great platform. We need more of this in Baltimore.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You're doing good things for Baltimore.
I appreciate that. So there's a question that I always ask my guests. All right, so let's get into it. And we'll do ladies first.
Okay. I'm okay.
So the question is, what does living a rich life mean to you?
So I was actually thinking about that when I saw the name of your show. Living a rich life, to me, doesn't mean being bougie, because I'm not bougie at all. But I feel like you just have to make sure you're investing in your body, your temple, and just making sure that you're doing well for yourself, so then you can do well for others. So I think that once you're on your A game, you can be on your A game for others. So that's living a rich life.
Okay.
What a great answer.
All right. Well, you up next.
Well, for me, it's very simple. Happiness. You know, living a rich life is simply being happy.
Okay.
You know, obviously we all want money, we all want the bag, we all want this, we all want that. But I'll be honest with you. I mean, I was happy broke, and I'm not rich, but I'm still happy. But I'm pretty good, but I'm still happy. Ain't nothing really changed about me.
Happiness
I'm just happy.
Yeah.
You know, happiness is happiness. You know, and it had nothing to do with money. You know,
Okay,
but you know.
Yeah, and
Now who knows if I become a billionaire or something?
They're like, hey.
I might be a little bit more. I don't know. Right? I don't know
might
yet.
be a little happier with $1
But,
billion.
But no, but I mean, but you know, I think you know, once again, family and friendships and having fun and being grounded makes you, you know, happy.
Yeah, yeah, and again, just to kind of, you know, bring it full circle, that's where my 6 elements came from, right? Because, you know, I think for me when I got sick, so the good health, because if you ain't got good health, you have all the money in the world, and that's not gonna really help.
Let me ask you a question.
Absolutely, I love it when I get.
Where did living a rich life come from in your mind state? Where did you come up with that? What made you say that? Where'd that come from?
So
it is catchy, by the way.
Yeah, okay, I appreciate that. I got sick.
Okay.
Right, so that was part of it. I got sick, and that was one thing. The other thing was like how I was living, how I was treating people.
Okay.
Some bad decisions that I made in my life. So all that kind of compromise. Like, yo, I'm living a rich life. It ain't had nothing to do with no money. 'Cause I ain't got my mama got all the money. Right? But it had the concept of, you know, incorporating my name so it's not just a brand, but it's a campaign of life.
Okay.
For me. And I said, you know what does living a rich life look like?
Okay.
And so for me, it looks like having good health. Because I got sick. I lost like 27 pounds.
Oh wow, sorry.
Yeah. And then it went into, okay, strong relationships. I'm working on it. I got some strong relationships, but I need to improve that.
Okay.
And then again came to money. I'm not very good. I make money.
Right, but you were spending it.
Oh shit. Oh, was it?
Right.
I mean, I tell you, I could tell a lot of folks, you know, on paper I look really goddamn good,
right.
But I was doing some dumb shit.
Okay, gotcha.
I was doing some dumb shit. And then again, my goals and achievements. So just all those things kind of rolled up. Change. I can change. Sometimes people don't believe people can change.
Right.
I changed. I think a lot of folks I had on my show, they've changed, they've evolved. But that's where that came from.
Good for you, man.
That's where that came from, and I'm still changing. I'm still changing now. You know, and
evolving, brother.
You know, it's not an easy feat. I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
I'll drink to that. So to live in a rich life, and again, I appreciate having y'all on the show.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for having us.
We definitely gonna make sure you attend Dave Couser.
I would love that.
Presents
Oh
event.
God, you're gonna be like, oh my, you're gonna love it.
I would love that. That's
You're gonna
so
love
cool.
it. You're gonna love it. But I want to say, I want you to have us back.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna come back.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna tear this joint up.
Absolutely. And
we're gonna come back and turn up.
We're gonna talk offline about that. But yeah,
how about we come back and we have some food out here?
Hey.
Right. You have your Indian food. I put some food out here. Like, can you cook?
I don't.
Okay. well, you can order like your favorite.
Yeah.
Your favorite. So you order from your favorite. I'll order from my favorite.
Yeah, I'll bring some Ethiopian food. That's my favorite.
Oh, I love Ethiopian.
Ethiopian's
Yeah.
my favorite, bro.
I love this guy.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that.
Can you imagine that, right? We have a big spread.
We're gonna do it.
So you bring some food, I bring some, she brings some.
Potluck.
We all switch it, potluck, then.
And then we be talking.
Sounds like a plan. So we're gonna make that
Remember
happen.
that.
Remember that. You heard it
Stay
here.
tuned.
Living a Rich Life
ideas,
talk show here on
good, right?
BeExposedRadio.com. Thank you, Dave Couser. Thank you, Gurl. Tune in next week when we have comedian Larry Lancaster.
Oh,
we about to put it in. It's gonna be hilarious here on BeExposedRadio.com. Let's talk about it. Talk to you next week.
Peace.
Thanks for watching.
Fall into this unknown